I met a traveler from a distant land who said a large monolith of plaster stands in the desert. Near it, on the sand, a half-sunk, shattered sign lies, whose words and blocky tone have a sneer of cold command, and tell that its sculpture well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on this lifeless thing. The hand that fed and the heart that mocked. And on this sign the words appear, I'm loving it. The McRib is back. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone sands stretch far away. That's called Burger King?
Oh my god. Beautiful.
Now that doesn't track the Burger King and then the part where you said McRib. That's not the
Don't
same
they
one.
serve that? No? I'm thinking the flurry. Never mind.
What? They sell the McRib at McDonald's.
Oh! Nuts!
All right.
It's a good poem, though.
That was a good poem. Did you write that?
I wrote part of it.
Which part?
The part about Burger King.
that is the best part.
I put that one in
Now,
there.
when you say Burger King, I'm assuming you mean McDonald's.
Fast food,
in
in general. It's like the same
It
thing.
really is the same thing. You have burger fast food, and then you have like a little bit of sandwich fast food.
Counterpoint, Burger King is significantly better than McDonald's.
Counterpoint, I'd have to have gone there to know that.
You know what McDonald's doesn't have anymore, and I think I've complained about this on the
Fries.
podcast. Yeah, they don't have fries. Fuck. No, they don't have Coke Zero.
Really?
Really?
They canceled it, and I think I've complained about this on this
you
podcast
have.
before, but I think that was one of the episodes we lost. But it's just, I want my Coke Zero back.
Now, whenever you and I hang out, you almost always walk out of your house with a Coke Zero in hand. Why do you like it so much? That's
Well-
one question to you.
Let me tell you something, kid. Coke Zero is the best tasting cola, in my opinion. I think regular Coke is a little too sugary. It makes my teeth feel gross. It makes my tummy feel weird. And I just said tummy, and I'm mad at myself for it.
You had to say it unironically.
I did say it unironically.
I know,
That's
so
the
now-
problem.
That's the only way it's okay. Because if you
That's
say it
true.
ironically, I don't like it. But if you say it unironically, Aiden doesn't like it. So there's no way to say the word tummy.
My tummy hurts.
Because it's like, yeah.
But it makes me feel yucky. The regular Coke does. And Pepsi, a little bit less so. Like, I could get behind sugary Pepsi a little bit more than sugary Coke. And I don't have a problem with Diet Coke. It's fine. But Coke Zero, I almost feel like it's more bitter than Diet Coke. I don't think it's as sweet. It's not, but there's like, I don't know what it is. It's two very, very different flavors though. And Coke Zero for me is that ideal flavor because you get that crispness. And I like a good bitter drink. I drank a lemon Spindrift on the way over here, which is just like essentially just like straight lemon juice in sparkling water. And that's what I had on my way to Bradley's house to record. Mm-hmm. I love bitter drinks, and I think Coke Zero is a very bitter drink.
So I don't want to sound drink elitist, but I don't regularly drink soda in most capacities. Like when I'm out, I'll have maybe like a Sprite, but Coke is so sweet. Like goddamn, it's
Well, like regular
love it,
Coke or
though.
Coke Zero, because Coke Zero is not very sweet.
even regular Coke. Like I don't drink that much soda usually.
Regular Coke's really way too sweet, for sure.
Yeah, and it like I have a couple friends in the city who don't like drink it ever, and like my friend, we were out at a pizza place, and it's like, oh, it's Brad's once a month. Brad gets a Sprite,
Yeah.
which is the fun Brad gets a Sprite moment. And my friend Anna ordered a Coke, and she like threw up, and I'm like, Anna, but
Really?
you can't like what? And she's like, I don't drink soda. I did it because you were doing it. I'm like, Anna, don't do that. It was nuts. It was really funny though, because like it's just so sweet. You just can't go
If
back.
all of your friends were
if you
drinking
go cold
Coke,
turkey.
if all of your friends were doing Coke, would you do it too?
do it too?
The idea of being peer pressured into drinking a soda is truly plaguing this generation.
It's very, very middle school.
It is middle school.
I actually think that was it's kind of high school too. I thought that was like that was the plot of Heathers, right?
Oh shit.
Because they had the one guy, and he was like, "Everybody do the soda," and then everyone was like, "No," and then the one guy killed everybody because they were doing too much soda.
That sounds like a good idea. Good idea is a brain trust. Your brain can trust. It's a comedy podcast where we find creative, actionable solutions to real life problems.
And we are your friends on the go.
You're Aiden Kinsella and Bradley Berkowitz. This is Jack.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Aiden Kinsella.
This is good idea.
Jack,
Welcome.
you get to introduce yourself.
Oh, okay.
To do this.
Should I do
Yeah,
that
introduce
now?
yourself.
Hi, my name is Jack Bailey, self-proclaimed fashion extraordinaire. I have cool clothes and expensive hobbies.
I would agree with all of those things, and I would also proclaim Jack to be a fashion extraordinaire. So I don't
Vaping
think
costs so much money you would not believe.
Jack
I have a crazy
here's
jewel
the, Here's the
collection.
thing: Jack loves to vape. He loves to jewel. He loves to do that hard soda.
Mm-hmm.
It's ice. It doesn't go down his throat very easy.
The ice is a very expensive premium when it comes to soda.
I actually order no ice because if you get no ice, then there's more drink in the cup.
That is true.
That's how you fool. It's you work the system. You work the system.
That's how you game it.
The McDonald's employees don't know. They don't get it.
Throw him for a curveball with that no ice Coke.
No.
Hey, it's
Damn.
the guy who orders 2 diets without ice, large at McDonald's.
He's back again.
He's back.
Oh no!
Grab the shotgun.
Grab the shotgun.
Have you seen that viral video of that woman freaking out inside of McDonald's? Like the manager, like there's like an internal breakdown. The guy is sitting at the window just filming it, and then eventually they throw his food in the car
Really?
in order to get him to go away. Yeah, it's wild. It's an interesting time.
That's crazy.
Someone's mind out there, someone like that's like me when I'm not doing anything. That's what my mind is like. It's the McDonald's employees just slapping each other.
One of my favorite viral videos is it's not even viral. It has like I think like 700 views, and it's just called like Chuck E. Cheese fight, and it's and this is like a whole like almost like category of videos you can find on YouTube.
Chuck E. Cheese fight videos?
Now, it's not just Chuck E. Cheese. It's one or the other. It's either Chuck E. Cheese or a Denny's. And there are so many videos of actual like brawls. Like I'm talking like people throwing chairs, people throwing food. It is if you want to have a good time and spend a good half an hour just watching
Holy
like food
shit.
fights, have you just found it? This is the video. This is the video.
It's a really,
It's insane.
really good video.
It's insane.
What is
It's called Violent Brawl Breaks Out Between Grown-Ups at Chuck E. Cheese.
This is the inside edition.
My
with
favorite part
200,000 views.
is how there are sirens going off and like there's rotating lights that holy shit they knocked over one of the arcade cabinets.
Right?
Oh my god, it's like 20 people fighting. It's not like two. It's not like a one-on-one. It's everybody beating each other up.
And my favorite part about this video is it keeps blurring out and restarting from the beginning.
Yes,
It's like a
yes.
vine.
Oh my god.
Isn't it beautiful?
And then it just cuts to like
I love it so much.
a landscape photo of Chuck E. Cheese for 2 seconds and then back to the video.
There
you
is
have to-
nothing more
And then
chaotic
police sirens.
than I've ever seen. That is, I love this video more than I love myself.
and
This
then
is
back to the video.
excellent because it's such chaos. I had this reoccurring dream when I was a kid where it's essentially and I'll sit down. It was more of a fever dream. You know when you're like half asleep, but you're asleep enough to know you're not asleep, and it's like the moment in time when you're thirsty, but you don't want to get up to get a glass of water, and you're in bed. It's that time specifically, and it's 1 a.m, and Brad is laying in bed, and he has this dream about essentially, and it felt like a nightmare about what I don't know how to say it. There are people in a room, maybe.
Maybe.
But they're also like a bunch of monoliths, and they are the people. And slowly, over the course of a minute, they begin fighting, and everything in the room dissolves into like chaos and bloodshed, like extremely fast. But there's no physical blood; it just gets louder and louder.
It's more of a metaphysical blood.
It's very creepy, and it's like very gray, and it reminds me like one person got mad over one person. It's like some stupid comment that just results in so much fighting and bloodshed, and what does it remind me of? It reminds me of the start of World War One a little bit. So it's imagine that, but in the space of 18 seconds. And it's very painful in my mind. So that's Brad's recurring dream. And that Chuck E. Cheese video, I feel like somebody accidentally tripped somebody else, and then somebody shoved someone else, and then the entire restaurant began fighting.
Yeah.
It's that dream.
I have 2 recurring dreams. They're and recurring might be the wrong word, but they're 2 recurring dream themes. You have the running around a ever-changing sort of maze of like partially fantasy, like a fantasy sci-fi maze landscape, sort of like high stress. I don't know if Hunger Games is the right word, but kind of like a Hunger Games feel, something like everybody's like running from some shit or at some shit. I don't know, man. They're usually pretty fun and very scary. One of the most recent one I feel like was it was either like this weird ever-changing, like almost Hogwarts-esque castle grounds where like the staircases were moving and revealing new areas, and it was weird, and I was just running around and I don't know why I was, and I feel like there was one that was like a dodgeball game
Cool.
in like this sort of space jungle gym. Like
That sounds exactly like Chuck E. Cheese, actually.
Chuck E. Cheese in
jungle
space.
gym
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah. And there was the one that was like creepy arcade clown fun house for kids.
That
but
sounds
for some
exactly
reason
like
I
Chuck
was
E.
in it.
Cheese.
That is a little more
Also
accurate to
kind of like
Chuck
Chuck.
E. Cheese.
I think Chuck E. Cheese might be the root of my.
I think we've solved it.
And then the vacation with people I don't know, but like they're like people my age, and in the dream I'm like friendly with them in different ways, whatever. They're different people, but vacation, and I don't know them, but they like as dream characters feel like my friends, and I'm like there with them
Yeah,
on
yeah.
vacation, and then the vacation goes to shit. Or vacation with people I do know, but slightly modified versions of people I do know, and it's weird and uncomfortable, and then the vacation goes to shit.
Like it's Brad, but he's only 4 feet tall.
He's only
And it is kind of stuff
And you
like that.
and you got to avoid stepping on him. You're like, oh, shit.
I had one where I was
no one knows why.
like, I was hanging out with one of my friends, and instead of being 17, she was 7 years old, and that was like the extent of the difference. It was really weird, but that was like the difference. And she was the same person. Like mentally, it was the same person, but physically, she was a 7-year-old. And it's like, that's a really... And I think also she's one of my friends, and I think she was related to me in the fiction. We were on family vacation.
What was I going to say? Oh, did you get that...
Dreams are weird, man.
Did Sam get you that dream analysis book?
No. Dream analysis books are dumb. My therapist has a much better idea. Not just mine, but like in general.
Okay, well, this is actually interesting. So occasionally we'll go hours without a joke, and we'll do serious idea.
Okay.
We may have stumbled accidentally into a serious idea episode, where I'm now actually genuinely interested in what your therapist says about dreams, because I want to know.
Well, it's what I personally believe from what she talked to me about was the idea that like the dream only means what you think it means, and no one can tell you what your dreams mean. And I can't remember which of the like historical psychologists or whatever that sort of said something along that line. I feel like it was Carl Jung, but I don't know, so don't quote me on that. But the idea that like if you think your dream means this thing, that's what it means to you, and for who you are, that's what it means. And dreams don't have to mean anything. It's just like if I have a dream that's like, oh, I showed up at school and I didn't do my homework, and that was me having that dream to remind me to do my homework when I wake up in the morning. And it's like, that's what that means, and it's not necessarily some deep-rooted fear or whatever.
So what does 7-year-old friend mean?
I don't know. I can analyze
Whatever
it.
you want it to mean.
What do
I
you
don't
want
want
it
to
to mean?
analyze it.
I don't want to even think about that.
I don't want to process for me what that means.
It sucks. At least Aiden here seems to have like you have some pretty cool dreams.
No, they're not cool. I mean, they're not often, though. Like, they're not frequent. It's just that when they happen, and they're always not fun to wake up from.
My only reoccurring dream, I don't dream too often, and it sucks.
And in one, I'm a
really do
teepee,
like it.
and in the other one, I'm a wigwam. Jack, you're too tense, man.
Thank you. And it's where I'm a pro skater. And it's the dumbest dream ever. I'm just this pro like like skater, and I skate around and I give like high fives to people.
Your dream sounds awesome.
I don't know them. It's a thing though. I will say once though in a dream I did high five Obama.
It's lonely at the top.
It's all at the top.
No, it's that sounds like a sick dream, man.
Yeah, no.
I don't like any dreams I ever have.
It's
Really?
way better than world dissolving into chaos or.
But that's cool though.
No, it's not.
fucking horrifying.
It's Aiden wakes up and I just like okay. I think the most fucked up one I've had recently, vacation watch. Actually, in the one where my friend was 7 years old, there was like a terrible monsoon and it was like very, very rainy. There's usually like natural disasters. I had one where I was at like this sort of, I feel like it was like almost like a water park resort type thing. And I took a bus there and I was sitting next to somebody, again, someone I don't know, who in the dream was like a friend. And I'm there and we're hanging out or whatever. And then all of a sudden we're down at the beach because that's how dreams work. And it just sort of like you move. Just jump, and it feels right in the time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the sky goes black, thunder everywhere, like clouds, and then like the world around me literally starts to like dissolve and crack apart, and then there's like a big tsunami and it rushes over everything and white out, black out, cut back to the bus, riding back towards the resort. This happens probably 7 or 8 times before I wake up.
Really?
And it was the same thing every time, but and I didn't do anything to change it. I just kept living it over and over again. And I think it was different things happening in between each time, but the world just kept falling apart in the same way. With maybe minor variations. And like maybe someone listening to this is like, you're not okay. And I'm like, maybe I'm not, man.
Natural disasters are some scary shit. When I moved here, the biggest thing that I'm so thankful for is no more tornadoes. No more tornadoes. They are the scariest
Oh yeah,
thing.
no, me too. When I moved,
I had
the siren would go off and you just go, oh.
It's the worst feeling.
Now the siren goes off and you're like, oh, it's Tuesday.
No,
And
look,
you're always in
wait.
school. Yeah, go on, Bradley. Go on.
Okay, no, you go first. Then I'm going to explain the siren.
Gotcha.
Which we have.
So usually, we would have tornado drills. I have never had a tornado drill here. I don't think I've ever had a single one.
I think we had one in sophomore year. I don't remember it.
Either way, like a few times a year, you would just hear it. It'd be this, the yes,
Yeah,
just like that.
exactly, yeah.
And you go out in the hallway, and you're like 10 years old, you know, like you don't know what the hell's going on. You know, you get in that weird little fetal position, like what's gonna happen? Like, how isn't this little fetal position gonna save you from this like
broken glass? Broken glass comes at
broken
you.
glass? But like, you know, if a brick comes at you, I'm like a 10-year-old kid.
Oop, brick wins.
Yeah, you're gone. And I think one of the scariest moments was I was at a movie theater watching like I think Shrek 4. And so what a fucking movie to get interrupted.
Wasn't
And
there a tornado in that movie that caused like a time jump?
that would be the funniest thing ever. If that
I'm
is
having
true.
just-
I'm not even kidding.
I'm having very much deja vu right now of tornado, and someone's like, "Wasn't there a tornado in Shrek?" Like this exact thing, not this situation, but this. I've had this conversation before, where
Well-
there was a tornado. I think I've had it. I don't. Okay, continue. Whatever.
And I'm not. I see. I'm not too familiar with Shrek 4. I didn't like it that much, so I don't remember.
Oh, I fell asleep. There was no.
Exactly. And like halfway through, like movie just shuts off immediately. The lights go on. You get like those people like little like flashy things come in.
Yeah.
And they're like, please.
It's 4D.
It's 4D. It's like, dang, there's Shrek. Look, there he is. And they're like, everybody come out in the hallway right now. And it's like, oh god. So we all you know kind of go into the hallway and like so many like every theater. Like, there must be, like, in this one movie theater, like, 20 separate little theaters. And everyone is just lined up in the hallway. It looked like some, like, refugee camp, almost. And I'm scared. I'm scared as hell. I'm, like, at this point, you're, like, 13. And I asked the guy, I'm like, what's going on? And the guy's like, oh, yeah, there's, like, 2 tornadoes coming at us. And I'm like, what? And so they let me like go to the window and look outside, and it is chaos. It is
Activate AMC Tornado Defense Force.
It's like a Megazord. It rises out of the ground.
great.
Fight the tornado. No.
It like puts 4 of the televisions out, and they fan out into like a big propeller. And that'd be awesome.
Lift off.
Everyone points their fans at the hurricane to blow them back in the other direction.
Go back to Iowa.
Go back to Iowa. I think that thankfully those tornadoes touched further away from the theater. Thankfully, I did get to continue watching Shrek 4.
I was worried. Thank God.
Yeah, it wasn't. Thank God, it wasn't one of the TVs they had to put out to blow the tornado away.
That'd be very unfortunate. And God, I'm so happy that there's no more tornadoes around here.
No, yeah, I used to live essentially just south of here, and the siren would go off all the time, and it'd be freaky because everyone go to the basement. It's fun. And fun fact about the city, I think we said it in the earlier. We can say it now, right? Yeah, Chicago. We're near Chicago. I was told once by a man who I was playing tennis with that and it's unlikely to happen because we're so near the water, Chicago is, that if there was ever a tornado that entered Chicago, because of all the tall buildings, it would gain more speed somehow. I wasn't sure, but it's unlikely to happen because it's near the water. But if it comes through, and if it gets there, it's going away.
Well, okay,
Chicago
I don't know about whether or not that's true science, but I would imagine that if that is true, it has something to do with the way that if you were
the way wind works around.
I was just gonna say, I mean, maybe, but I was saying if you in a river, if you put 2 blockades in. Yeah. Thin out how much space all of the water has to go through, there's greater pressure and it goes faster.
That makes a lot of sense. It might be that.
But I have no idea.
I don't remember, honestly.
I don't know for sure.
What else was the thing I was... Oh, yes. Welcome to our town where we have a siren to tell you when it's noon.
I was going to bring that up. I was going to say, when you first moved here, because when I first... It scared the shit out of me.
No, yeah, of course. I was
thing.
at the middle school. I live real close to the elementary school, and the speaker is mounted right on the elementary school, so everyone always knows when it's noon. You can hear it across the entire town, and it's on in elementary schools. It's on the middle school. There's not one on the high school because it's so near to the elementary school.
Yeah,
but it's nuts. And I was staying there, and I'm like, is it there an air raid?
Yeah,
it doesn't even sound.
Exactly.
Because the speaker is ancient, and I probably
it's playing air raid noises.
Because
it's noon, everybody.
You know why that's in there? That's in there because we're located between 2 military bases, and it's one of the most prosperous towns in America. Or at least it used to be, definitely during the 40s. So they had these huge sirens everywhere. And if you go around Lake Forest, you'll still find fucking bunkers everywhere.
Yeah.
It's in the ravines. It's what's that?
There's one under the library.
There's one under the library, and we're like, what's that? And it's in a ravine. It's this big cement thing, and my dad's like, oh, bunker. I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, nukes. And I'm like, isn't the nuclear bunker in the ravine?
Of course, son. What's funny about that is when
everything.
That is true.
Now that there's no danger of getting nuked, apparently, we just use it to show what time noon is. So if there's ever a nuclear attack and it's anywhere around noon, we're like, oh, the siren's glitching. And the bombs just fall. And we're all dead.
When I went to elementary school down in Indiana, it was super old. It was a very, very archaic old Catholic school.
Yeah.
And we had multiple nuclear fallout shelters with big signs too.
Yeah.
And we're 8, we don't know what the hell it is. So I remember one day I was like, what does fallout shelter mean? And it means not
it sounded like
I was not a very
articulate,
well-spoken kid. And so
were you American? I don't even know what accent that is.
I made it up.
I think it was vaguely German, general European.
It's pan-global.
Pan-global.
What the fuck can do? These fucking Americans. Right, continue. I'm sorry.
And no, it's fine. And they would never tell us what they were about. Until later, I mean, there's a giant. When I was able to actually read, it was it says fallout shelter, and it was it was the weirdest thing as a kid. We never used them, thankfully.
That sounds like a waste. That sounds like a waste of fallout shelter.
The nuclear bomb hits Indiana.
Oh no! And no one's sad.
Oh God.
We'd lose Fort Wayne. I'd be kind of disappointed about that.
All of Indiana. Nuclear bomb hits every part of Indiana, but just Indiana.
Indiana-shaped nuclear bomb lands on Indiana. It's kind of concentric, so it's not the size of all of Indiana.
No.
but it hits the middle
and it
it's-
irradiates the rest of
and it
Indiana.
radiates
Yeah.
outward, and that's proportional. So it
See,
works.
that's where North Korea is putting all their resources in. It's we need to bomb the shit
We need
of the
to
United
figure out
States.
what we can't afford a map guy. We're spending all of our money trying to make it over there, sneak in, and get somebody to buy a map and make it back to North Korea with that map. We keep getting caught.
It just happens over and over again.
They ride that bus back to that resort, and it falls apart every time.
Every time.
Can I?
Yeah, you go because we need a prompt eventually.
Well, I'm gonna jump into Fun Employed here in a second.
Jump
But you
into
asked me.
what?
Fun Employed. It's a fun game.
Oh heck yeah!
That I have. No, but you had asked me about like I feel like I should actually do like a genuine explanation of how I would interpret a dream.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get a little personal here. I've had dreams in which I have friends in other countries or whatever, friends that are on vacation, just different, like multiple times, I think with multiple different people, but like where they'll come back to visit and things will keep getting in the way of me being able to interact with that person. Like, and it's like you know how some people have dreams where like they can see and but they can't move or talk.
Yeah.
Or they can talk but no one can hear them or whatever. It's kind of like that, where it's like I can see and move around and interact with the world, but everything's stopping me from interacting with that person. And I interpret that as my brain saying like, you're scared that you're not going to be able to interact with that person when they come back to visit because you're scared they will leave. So it's kind of personal, but it's how I would interpret a dream. And I think that that's just like, that's a fear that I have. Everybody has their fears, you know? People leave. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I don't like it when people leave. I hope that was meaningful to somebody. Who wants to play Fun Employed?
Heck yeah! Let's play Fun Employed.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So,
This is our new segment. Let's have fun.
what? Is that it?
That's the name of the segment.
Let's
Let's
have fun.
Let's have fun.
Let's have fun. A good
If we
idea.
ever play another game on here, this will be fun.
I'm sure we'll end up playing other games.
Yeah.
All right.
Stratego.
Stratego. We had an episode where we talked about Stratego and how it's
did.
better than chess. All right. So, we're going to take turns interviewing and stuff. We're going to
Alright,
do as
great.
much of this as we can in the next 20 minutes. Well, I guess next 15 because we have to sign off.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to start off as the interviewer.
Okay.
Hold on.
ASMR. That's an uncomfortable sound.
It is.
Oh God, I cannot describe how
One.
happy I am that show's done.
2.
Cause it.
I hurt
3.
a little bit.
The ASMR show.
4. Do you guys both have 4 cards?
Yes,
Yep,
I have four
cards.
cards. I have 4 cards.
Perfect. Don't look at your cards.
I've yet to look at them.
I see you're both here having applied for the job of school nurse.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you qualified to sort of take care of the health of the children that go to school here?
Well, if I may look at my first card.
Oh, of course.
All right. Well, I just want to say first and foremost that I can deal it when those children, when they're not feeling so great, because I myself have irritable bowel syndrome. So I just want to say that
That sounds very helpful.
No, it's very helpful because I know how to take care of a child with irritable bowel syndrome because I myself can relate.
Now, do you have any nursing experience or just nursing experience with irritable bowel syndrome?
Well, that's
yourself?
not only is that nursing experience, that's also real life applications to nursing experience. But I'd also like to say that I have jacked forearms, which means that I am really good at carrying those kids.
You can carry them, so if they get hurt, you can carry them.
Off.
And if they irritable bowel syndrome too much,
I
you
know
can
how to
take
clean
help.
it up because
You can
I
clean it up, and you can
Yeah,
take them out of the
no, no, no.
bathroom into safety.
Clearly.
That's really good. Now, Jack,
Yes.
could you tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're qualified? Why you're qualified to be the school nurse here?
Being buff and having irritable bowel syndrome is great. I have a sexy Italian accent. You might not have noticed it but I got the Italian accent. So the kids come because we live in Italy. So when the kids come in, you have Bradley over here without the accent. The kids don't get him. The kids don't understand what he's saying.
They
then
don't understand.
Bibbidi-
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the kids of Bibbidi but come to me, and then I talk like this, and they
So
they
you're
get
like
it.
a funny, relatable nurse for Italians.
Of course.
Okay, I like.
Now
I really like that.
I also have a jackhammer.
You have a what?
A jackhammer.
Oh, I'm good.
And so is it your hammer?
Yes, you see, I built it myself a bibbity, and so what happens is, the kids are not unlike jackhammers. So I can take care of a kid not unlike how I take care of a jackhammer.
That tracks. Bradley, could you tell me a little more about
Oh, I
yourself?
would love to iterate the fact that I safety scissors.
You safety scissors?
I know how to use safety scissors, which for
Is
a
that
person,
like a female condom type thing when you
no,
safety
no, no,
scissor?
no. For a person working in a school, children can't use real scissors because heaven forbid they be able to cut themselves. So me as a nurse, because I work in a school, I have to use safety scissors. So the fact that I already have safety scissors means that I come prepared for this job.
And that's like 50 cents we don't have to spend.
No, but I have the skills. Normal
Well,
people
not
don't-
only do you have them, you know how to use them.
I know how to use
Are
them.
your fingers small enough?
Of course, I can cure a child with a pair of safety scissors.
Now,
No, I have it here. No, trust me. I can
Okay.
do surgery. You don't even need to
That's
go to a
good.
doctor. Your school nurse is already prepared.
now, what would you do if one of the kids said, "I have irritable bowel syndrome. Cut my butt off so I don't have to poop anymore"?
Well, you see, I have the perfect solution for that, and that is I carry around with me at all times a sawed-off shotgun.
So instead of cutting the butt off carefully or not cutting the butt off because it's a horrible idea, you would shoot the butt off.
Oh,
with
no,
a
no, no, no.
gun.
That's barbaric. I would give the child the sawed-off shotgun.
Now-
And this allows the child to be distracted from their IBS. And I know this because I myself carry around a sawed-off shotgun, which distracts me from my IBS. I
Now,
speak from experience.
Is it loaded?
Oh, no, of course not. Except when I use it.
Okay.
Except
I like
when I've
that.
loaded it. Then
So you could do like a bullet enema, maybe, if you
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to?
If I really needed to, you could sort of, just... They'd be fluid, but it'd be fine.
It'd be,
It'd be
well,
good.
it would give more holes for the irritable.
Of course, yes. To just drain.
For just
Right in the stomach, it just comes all out. The bowels, you just...
Have you done that on yourself?
Of course.
Is it effective?
Yes.
Wonderful. Jack, please.
Because I'm a school nurse, right? I have a scalpel, so with kids.
that beats safety scissors.
It's very
Excuse me.
true. Well, although I am safe myself. I don't need safety scissors for these kids. So the kids come in. They say, doctor, I need a colonoscopy. And I say, of course, I use a scalpel for that. And a kid comes in and says, doctor, I've got the flu. I use a scalpel for that, right? So all these kids go with all various ailments, right? It's an elementary school. They get the cold, they get the flu, they get heart attacks. I use a scalpel on them, and then they get better. Now
that is what they say. It's the old medical adage. You can cut anything off. You can cut off any disease.
course.
That's why we did bloodletting for so long, and why we still use it for most major medical procedures.
See, Aiden, I like it. I like it because your head's in the right spot.
Oh, and you like me. That's another plus. Keep going. Yeah.
Now, also, I'm very saggy. I sag a lot, and I know in America, kids have a lot of fat, right? For when in Italy, the kids don't have a whole lot of fat, but I sag a lot, right? I have the fat, so I too sag, not unlike the kids. So
Because all the kids at our school are Italian.
Exactly, because we are in the Italian American school. So, so a kid comes in sagging, needs a little bit of help with their digestive system. I use a scalpel on that. I'm used to jackhammers, and my Italian accent. They like it. They get it. It resonates.
Very strong. Now,
So if I may,
Yeah.
scalpel, not safe for schools. Safety scissors,
Um,
safe for schools.
yes, but counterpoint. What if we needed something? What if we needed one extra scalpel because we had too many kids in biology class?
Safety scissors.
They're
They're allowed to use
It's not as
No,
effective.
it works.
It's not as effective.
I have a sawed-off shotgun.
Bradley, I have
for
another
anything.
problem. I see that you're very, very passive aggressive. You've put that on your resume for some reason, which is kind of odd.
Well, kids like a funny man. So, and passive aggressive, I think, is pretty funny. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know how to respond to that. But I suppose that I can't
God.
say no. I see, Jack.
Yeah,
You're a mediocre assassin.
of course.
But now you're not very good at it, and that worries me. I feel like you should be good at your job. look, you're going to be doing a lot of assassinations
That's
as
true.
the school nurse.
True.
I mean, it helps that he has the sawed-off shotgun too.
That's true.
I don't know how I'm going to deal with you being a mediocre assassin.
Now here's the thing: the old assassination company I worked for, they didn't give me the right tools. I had a jackhammer and a scalpel. If I work for you, if you can supply me the tools I need, pencils, paper, glue
Big
sticks,
scalpel.
Exactly, a bigger scalpel. I can, you tell me who. You tell me who.
knife.
You just give me a name and the dead. The dead. I tell you what, all of them.
All right. Well, it was good to see both of your applications, but I do think that Jack, having come from an assassination company, has, even though he's only mediocre, I actually saw nothing about your assassination experience.
I bring
So-
my own tools, but I just wasn't good enough for the job.
You weren't good enough for the job. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to hire Jack, the relatable Italian mediocre assassin school nurse.
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
We'll get you your larger scalpel.
Thank you.
And you can start Monday. All right. That was
Thank God I have this shotgun.
To kill myself.
There's the joke.
I didn't get the school nurse job. It's all over.
okay.
No, I'm killing you so I can be your replacement.
Not my big scalpel, you're not.
I mean, you would prove your assassination abilities that way. Okay, so we do not at all have time for 2 more rounds. So which one of you wants to
Be the judge?
Be the judge.
Which one do you prefer?
I will, because I've already gone, I will gladly judge.
You've both already gone.
Well, but then you, Aiden, can be.
I will go.
And
Okay.
I want to be you and Bradley. All right, friends, welcome, one and all. Because today is a big day. Because one of you is going to be a star.
Star?
Yes. 'Cause for your job is reality show contestant.
Reality show contestant. Okay,
Yes.
well, let me tell you, Jack. I can defuse bombs.
They're very good.
I can defuse so many bombs. I can defuse the most bombs. Okay? So, I mean, really, everyone agrees?
It's true.
And I can defuse bombs. So if I'm on a reality TV show where we're defusing bombs, and that is usually a category on reality TV, well, category is the wrong word. It's sort of a thing that they do, it's like one of those stereotypical, like you go to the house, you go to their place of work, and you go to their like bomb defusing practice area.
Yes.
I can defuse bombs.
There is that new hit show, The Bomb, which does require bomb defusal skills. That's
Okay,
true.
well, I have that, which is good. I function well in tight quarters. So I know reality TV show contestants, they spend a lot of time together, usually in a relatively small house.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have to fit themselves into small areas for reality TV show games.
Yeah.
And I also am really good at forcing quarters into vending machines that are just a little bit too tight. So if I have to like buy myself a drink in at a shitty vending machine, like I can do that on set so no one has to bring me a drink. I am resourceful. I'm ready to work for you.
I like that. Now, Brad, he brings up some really good points, but what do you have to offer us here?
So, I'm going to lay it to you simple. Reality TV shows, good way to get money, right?
Yeah.
You go on, you get some cash. But you also want your reality TV show contestant to be desperate.
That's
You
true.
want them to have a motive.
Yeah.
So very put simply, Jack, I'm broke. I need this. I need this show.
I like a good story. On our shows, we need good stories. Underdogs. Just
Underdogs.
Like you, Bradley.
I have no money. I need this. I need this.
I really hope the next card is $3,000.
Be so good.
I also want you to know, and this is a special skill, one that my opponent does not have, because
Yeah.
I have the card.
That's true.
Communes with fish.
Ooh.
Only I can talk to fish.
Steve Irwin did die a long time ago, but we've been looking to replace him. That's true.
I got you.
Can you interview the manta ray that assassinated Steve Irwin?
Absolutely can. I can talk to that fish.
Can I point
can
out that
talk
that
to
doesn't
any fish.
That
I
doesn't
can.
sound like a reality show. It
Hey,
sounds like more
hey,
of a
bad.
documentary
Hey,
series.
you, man. Hey, you. He brought it up.
That sounds like more of a documentary
He
series,
defines
Jack.
what reality TV show is. He said it. I can communicate with fish, goldfish, big fish, small fish, blue fish, Dr. Seuss the fish.
How big fish are we talking here?
Any size.
Okay, now listen. Here's the thing. I got a fucking merit badge, man. Just one. I was a failed Boy Scout, but I did get one merit badge, and it was the reality TV star merit badge. Not only am I super qualified to be a reality TV star now, even as a little boy, I was able to show my prowess for being on reality TV. I walked right into Boy Scouts and I said, "What's up, Kanye? It's me, Kim Kardashian. Check out my ass." And then I mooned everybody and they handed me that badge and said, "Get the fuck out."
That was hot.
And I was 6 years old, so I was actually very, very hurt by the experience. But I do still have the merit badge, and I think that that is a huge qualification for me. And I also have a resting bitch face.
Ooh, I like that.
And
I like that.
I'll tell you, I mean, that helped with my Kim impression
Yes.
a ton. It also is such a good thing to have a reality TV show contestant with a resting bitch face. You need to have somebody everybody can hate.
That's true. Kim K.
Kim K. I mean, I don't know if everybody hates Kim. I don't know what their deal. I mean, I'm into like old Kim. You know, when I was 6 years old, I was really into Kim.
Yeah.
All I know from about reality TV is the audience has to hate what they're looking at, and I can be that thing that they hate.
You are hateable.
I can be. I try to be hateable. I can diffuse bombs. I'll make everybody jealous of me. I can really. I could get a little bit too close to people because tight quarters, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm really good at those, and I can be your hated contestant.
It's a big act to follow, Brad. Do you have anything to go up against that?
Well, Jack, I gotta tell you, when the shit hits the fan, the jazz needs the hands. So I have jazz hands. If you want someone who can get up on that podium and do the... You can't see him because you're blind or whatever. I don't know. Maybe this is a recording. Jazz hands.
Yeah.
So I'm doing them really well right now. What are jazz hands? Okay, I'm doing them.
perfect.
Great.
You
I
have
got
perfect
jazz hands when we're standing on the end of a chorus thing, you know, when it's like the chorus is finishing up and you gotta do the big reveal. It's jazz hands. My hands
Yes.
are losing all feeling. But
bet.
anyway, that's a very valuable skill for a reality TV show contestant
Yes.
because it's
Yes.
just you gotta have it. And if my opponent doesn't have it, well,
I can learn
he
it.
just doesn't.
He doesn't. He
But
does not have.
and
jazz
then
hands, you're
the
right.
perfect card to end on. You know what I do the best? I mic drop.
Ooh.
So allow me to demonstrate.
Yes.
Fantastic,
Phenomenal.
right? Phenomenal.
You know, I've attempted mic drops in my day. I have seen none as professional as that.
That was an excellent mic
You
drop.
mic dropped before the end. There's one more thing on your resume.
Excuse me? I'll do it again. I'll drop it again.
doesn't
You
have
know
the
what the
same
best
effect.
part about the mic dropping is? I can do it anytime I want because I'm a professional.
You know, on TV, we have a lot of microphones. More than people would think, really. So the ability to drop them is it's pretty good.
It's actually like a problem.
I drop every mic I touch. I let it go immediately. Before the action's even started, Brad knows how to mic drop.
I like that. Now, Aiden, I like your merit badge. It's very good. It says here, you just put down dingo repellent.
Okay, listen.
Would you care to explain that?
As we are filming this reality show, this hypothetical reality show in Australia where we live and are right now,
Yes.
I have found that the green room and the craft services table, all that, are generally pretty plagued by dingoes.
Very
They're
true,
all
very true.
over the place, and they're always trying to steal our food and get in the way of us filming reality TV shows. Not, hypothetically, of course. I'm not assuming I've gotten the job, but it's just like, if I'm not there, you're basically dooming your TV show to a life of dingo destruction constantly, all the time. I'm your guy to prevent the dingoes from ruining your reality TV show. You can't do it without me.
That is true. Our intern Slingo last year was eaten by a pack of dingoes. If we had dingo repellent, Slingo would still be here with us. No, Brad, you were you wrote here you were a devil's advocate.
I am.
Care to explain?
And
that
I've got to
more?
say, you got to cast Aiden. You have to do it. I don't even know if I can if I can endorse myself anymore, but speaking for the man downstairs himself,
Yeah.
the devil wants Aiden in.
Lucy, yeah.
We want Lucifer, his chosen contestant for your show, Aiden Kinsella.
I knew
wants
you'd
him
trip
on.
up. I knew you'd
He
trip
wants
up.
him
I knew
on.
I'd get you. I knew I'd get him.
Of course, I am speaking for the devil.
Yes.
So,
you
choose what you will.
you do advocate for it. Now, oh God, that is hard. You know, when I die,
If
boys.
my man downstairs could see to that.
Well, if I die, it's knowing my life as a reality show host, it ain't looking pretty. So I think that the big man upstairs is not gonna take me. Lucy, I like his words, and so I'm gonna follow what Lucy has told you. Aiden, welcome to our reality show, The Bomb.
Oh,
We're
thank you,
hoping
sir.
Bomb
Thank you, sir. Yes.
will come into
Yes.
play. Thank you.
Also, I can do a killer Australian accent.
Yeah, which is good because
Aye.
we filmed that in Australia
Oh,
where
that's
you get
good,
to
yeah.
kill dingoes.
Aye, it's perfect. Aye, so, all right, time for us to
Listeners,
do
you'll
housekeeping because
notice-
I have to go to work.
Listeners, you'll notice
Ew.
there's no mic drop.
There's no,
There's no mic drop.
There is no mic drop
because
tonight.
he can't do one.
So we
The devil
don't
did
have,
get what he wanted, though, so that's okay.
we don't have
Yeah,
a best idea of the episode to do or really time to do that. If anyone wants to do a pick of the week, one of us do a pick of the week. Does anybody have something to recommend?
Let's do. I'm gonna do pick of the week as the poem Ozymandias by Percy Bysshe Shelley. There we go.
The sort of opening thing.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I like that.
look that up. It is a good poem. It's fun times.
It's usually not about Burger King.
Thank you guys for recording with me. It was very fun. Thank you for playing Fun Employed with me, Jack. Thank you for hiring me. Our Facebook group is Good Idea Podcast. Our Twitter and our Tumblr are at Good Idea Cast. Our Gmail is goodideapodcast@gmail.com. We love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And that was Good Idea. Date the sexy Italian nurse.
He's very lonely.
He's very lonely.
It was a good idea.
We're done
I have
here.
to go to work.
That was a good idea. I have to go to work really bad. We're done here. Also, it's almost 4:20.
Heck yeah.